Okay, hello Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It is Saturday the 28th of February 2026. I'm going to do you guys a general tarot reading and see what you've got going on. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. Okay, King of Cups in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the upright, and the Ace of Wands in the upright. Whew. Kings and Knights and an Ace. You're feeling very up and down in your actions and emotions about something at the moment, Capricorn. There is a potential for manifestation to create something here, to take action on something, a beginning of something. And there's a decision, there's a swift action coming in. Action, decisions, determination, assertiveness. There's some, I'm getting itchy feet here. This is a moment of action or decisions. You're a bit up and down in your emotions about something. You're a bit detached from something, but you're also wanting to take action. And there's an impulsiveness as well. Your feelings and emotions and thoughts are a bit all over the place here. It's almost like you're on the edge of something. On the edge of something. Something's bubbling up. A potential, a moment, the moment before action. So let's see what these could be about for you. King of Cups in reverse. Why is he here for Capricorn? Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's that not knowing what to do, or there's a lack of effort. There's a lack of action here. There's an inconsistency. There's a direction that's kind of up in the air here and there. There's something that's not... I'm getting this nervous, this unstable, but very... Oh, it's like a knife's edge. It's very anxious, but... there's something there that's bubbling. Tension. There's a lack of action somewhere, there's a delay, a stagnation, and there's action that wants to be taken. You're on an edge of something here, Capricorn. Knight of Wands in reverse. Why is he here for Capricorn? Seven of Pentacles. So there's been some seeds planted. You've invested in something here and you're waiting for something to manifest. You're waiting for something to begin. You've begun something and you're kind of waiting for it to grow, to harvest, you're waiting for fruition, for something to begin here. Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Capricorn? The Sun. Something that makes you happy, or you're feeling happy, or the light has been shone on something. The sun has been shone on something, and it's helping you, or it's pushing you to want to take action, make a decision. Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Capricorn? Why is the Ace of Wands here for Capricorn? The Eight of Cups in reverse. So there's that resistance. There's a resistance to do something, to walk away from something, to leave something behind. There's a resistance to, there's a want to go, and there's a resistance to going. There's a sort of going, sort of taking action, but then stepping back from it and waiting. Sort of an unpredictability here. There's an unpredictable energy here. Page of Wands in reverse energy. Why is the Page of Wands here in reverse energy for Capricorn? Page of Wands, why is it here? One moment. Apologies for any background noise, my son's home. Right, Page of Wands in reverse energy. Page of Wands in reverse energy. Why is it here for Capricorn? The Emperor. Taking action. Being decisive. Stepping into structure, authority, power. So there's this sort of knife's edge, intense energy that's been sort of whirring around. It's not really been going anywhere, but someone, I feel that you're about to, or someone's about to put their foot down and create this sort of energy that's it's sort of there, but someone's about to do something with it to make it go in a direction, whatever direction that's going to be. Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Capricorn? And there's the Eight of Cups in the upright. Yeah. So it's you've been waiting on something here, and it's sort of been hanging in the air, and you're ready. You're kind of getting bored of waiting, I think. And you're wondering now whether it, well, you're kind of wanting to take action here. You've been a bit resistant. You're a bit in your head, up and down in your feelings, whether to stick with this or walk away from this. There's a momentum that's been building, but there's also been delay, stuckness, waiting around, and you've been sort of wondering whether to stick with it or move on. There's been that resistance. Yeah, the Sun. Why is the Sun here for Capricorn? Why is the Sun here for Capricorn? Three of Wands. So this could be, yeah, planning, growth, making plans, progression. There's something here that has a potential to grow, to progress, but it's not for some reason. It's kind of just stuck. You're kind of wanting to grow, move forward, but you're kind of you're wanting something to progress in one way or the other, so you know what you're doing, but you're kind of just been stood still waiting. The foundations are possibly there, but the growth is not. Could be something that's blocking this, delaying this, a third party, a third aspect, not necessarily well, it could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be a friend or family member, it could be anything, just something that's kind of delaying this, blocking this, stopping the growth of this. Eight of Cups in reverse. Why is it here for Capricorn? Ace of Wands again. Yeah. Okay, so heavy potential here. Heavy, this is the moment. Yeah, this is the knife's edge that I was getting earlier. This potential, this moment before something happens, this moment before action. And you're really getting, you want to take action here, whether it's with this situation or for this, or to walk away from this and to create action somewhere else, to make something happen somewhere else, because you're very much in the, you're ready to go. You're ready to, you just want something to happen here. You're kind of stuck of waiting around with nothing happening. You're ready to create, you're ready to manifest, you're ready to make things happen. The Emperor. Why is the Emperor here for Capricorn? The World. So something is complete, or you feel that something is complete, or something is a success, or you feel something is a success, or you want something to be successful. Something here is complete. Something here is achieved. Or this is, there's a distance here. Someone's at a distance, or there is distance. The Eight of Cups in the upright. Eight of Cups in the upright. Why is it here for Capricorn? Six of Pentacles in reverse. There's an imbalance here. There's a lack of equal give and take, a lack of balance, a lack of effort, perhaps a lack of effort that's caused this sort of stunted growth, this lack of progression. A lack of equal give and take, or a lack of effort being put in from another person or within this situation. Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here for Capricorn? Nine of Wands. So holding your ground, standing your ground, defending yourself, standing up for something that you want to make happen. Defending what is yours. Persevering. Something that's been a battle, something that you want to win. Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Capricorn? It's here twice. What does Capricorn need to know about the Ace of Wands? Four of Pentacles. So you've been holding on to something. You've been holding on to something to do with stability, finance. Holding on to what's yours. I keep getting that, holding on to what's yours, something that you felt was for you, was something to do with your stability, security, maybe trying to control a situation or hold on to a situation quite tightly. Why is the World here for Capricorn? Why is the World here for Capricorn? The Emperor in reverse, yeah. Okay, so you might have been holding on a little bit too tightly, or there's been a stubbornness to let this go, a stubbornness to kind of walk away from this. Or there might have been kind of holding on a little bit too tightly, trying to kind of control the outcome here. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Why is it here for Capricorn? The Fool. So, new beginnings, innocence. So you might have gone into something with a very optimistic mindset, very innocent, very, or maybe naive, sort of, maybe went into something before thinking, but you went into it with a blank canvas, very innocently, infinite possibilities. This could you know, be a great thing, or I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. Head in the clouds. Or you're ready for a new beginning. You are ready to take action, kind of get out of this stuck energy and just go forward into the big wide world, and for new beginnings, to create, to manifest, to take action. Nine of Wands. Why is the Nine of Wands here for Capricorn? Temperance in reverse. Yeah, needing to balance out, needing to create balance, needing to, there's been an imbalance here. Something's been off, the scales haven't been equal. Could have been some loss, some tension, some frustration, lack of stability, things very up in the air. Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here for Capricorn? Eight of Wands. Okay, so there could be some movement, there could be some communication, swift kind of action, quick decisions being made. Like, I'm getting, now is the time to act. The time to act is here, has arrived. Or you could be receiving some communication or something that's happening to create some sort of change here in something that was quite stagnant and stuck. The Emperor in reverse energy. Why is the Emperor here in reverse for Capricorn? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's, I'm getting that there's a lack of effort here from someone or within a situation. And it's kind of you're getting bored of that. You're about to possibly make a decision because no one else seems to be making a decision. Someone's not putting in effort, so you're going to kind of make a decision for them perhaps, or you're going to make a decision with regards to the situation on a whole. Why is the Fool here for Capricorn? Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, the Fool. New beginnings, something new. So there could be developments that has created a new beginning, or there's another opportunity to begin somewhere else outside of this existing situation. Or there could be an opportunity that's been offered to you. Temperance in reverse. Why is Temperance here in reverse for Capricorn? Seven of Swords. Possibly some deceptive energy or strategic energy. Acting strategically, not kind of making any rash or impulsive decisions, or feeling perhaps deceived or tricked or betrayed in some way. Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here for Capricorn? Queen of Pentacles. So you could have nurtured a situation, Capricorn. You could have looked after or supported someone or a situation, or really mothered it, really sort of nurtured it, really invested everything that you could, cared for it, looked after it. And you feel, I'm getting you feel deceived. You kind of looked after something, looked after someone, and you feel like they haven't given you the same sort of support, the same care, the same nurturing. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Cups in reverse. And you've been confused, and you're getting clarity, I think. You're becoming clear on something. The light's been shone on something. Perhaps you're starting to see what the issue is here, and where you've kind of maybe overgiven in a situation where you perhaps should have held back a little. But still this very heavy, decisive energy, this moment before taking action. Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Capricorn? The Hanged Man. Aha moment. Yeah, there you go. The aha moment. The moment where everything becomes clear. That point before aha. Before the sun is shone, before the light bulb comes on and you go, ah, I see. Now I know what's going on. Now I can take action. Now I can do what I need to do. I was a little bit confused here. Why was it stuck? Why was it? But something's happened, or you've been given some sort of communication, or something has happened that's cleared the way, and you might be about to release this and let this go and go forward into new beginnings, freedom from sort of being stuck. 7 of Swords. Why is the 7 of Swords here? 6 of Cups in reverse. So this could be to do with a very close friend, a family member, or someone that you've got a very close bond with. You've known them a long time perhaps, and you've got memories, past memories, you've got a history with them. Or this is someone from the past that returns. You've got kind of nostalgia, history there. Or you've been holding on to memories of the past and it's kind of kept you stuck here. Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, accepting what is and what isn't, forgiving yourself, forgiving them, forgiving the situation, and just letting it go in order to move on. Let's get one from the top of the deck, and then I'm going to put these into their suits. Ace of Swords, clarity. Knight of Pentacles, bored of waiting around. 2 of Cups. Yeah, a partnership, a connection, there is love there. 4 of Wands in reverse, but it's not coming together. 4 of Cups. Yeah. Disappointment, missed opportunities. King of Cups in reverse. Someone might be a bit emotionally detached here. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So let's put these into their suits and see what else we can pull from them. I'm getting that there is definitely a completion here. I'm not really getting a new beginning. There was a new beginning on the table. You've got 4 aces here, Capricorn. There was a lot of potential here, and there was love here. Perhaps this is someone that you've known a long time, or this is something that's been going on a long time. You had a bond with them, quite a close bond with them, someone that you loved perhaps. But I'm getting a very emotionally detached person as well. Someone that kind of offered a lot. They offered, but they didn't actually put in the effort or the work. They didn't make the effort to make that offer come into reality. They offered it, but they didn't actually give it. And there was a lot of waiting around, I think you were quite consistent, you were quite committed, you gave a lot of care and nurturing and growth to this, you really wanted this. But it was was very unbalanced. You were giving effort, but they were not. They weren't making effort. They weren't taking action. They weren't doing what they said they were going to do. They were just showing very little effort here. Or they were very hot and cold, very on and off. And I think you've got bored of waiting here. You've got kind of frustrated, bored of waiting, and you want to take action, or you have taken action, you're about to take action because you're bored of kind of waiting around, and you're going to make it. If a decision can't be made you're kind of making the decision for them. And I don't think that's in a malicious way or a cruel way. I think you've just had enough of waiting around here, and I've got a good inkling to say that you're well within your rights to now make this decision, because I've got a feeling you've been more than patient, too patient. You've given too much to this, and it hasn't. You just haven't been treated fairly here. So I think that's where the energy is at the moment, and that's what I have for you. So I hope this resonated. I hope it helped. And I don't think this is, before I finish, I don't think this is a decision that you've made very quickly. I think this is something that you've thought through, and you've really thought about this. This isn't something that you've just given up on. This is something that you've stuck with for quite a while, and you've given it more than a fair chance. So, yeah, this is not something that this is not a decision that you've made impulsively or without care or attention or thought. So yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. If it did, please give the video a thumbs up and help me grow my channel. If you would like more readings from me, please consider subscribing to the channel. Just press the little bell and you'll get notifications when I do other readings. If you would like readings that are based specifically on love, relationships and connections, you can head over to my other channel, which is Raven Oracle Tarot. Good luck, best wishes and lots of love. Until next time, Capricorn, take care. Bye bye.